Hello, Culinary One, and welcome to week 10, March 29th through April 1st. This week's theme that we are tackling are yeast spreads. Specifically, this week's recipe is going to be a make and take cinnamon roll recipe for our in-class students. Let's go through the week and see what's up. Our first day, Monday, March 29th, is one of my favorite days. It is napkin folding day. Oh, yeah. So in class, what's going to happen is we are actually going to be watching a video of someone demonstrating about 12 different napkin folds. And everyone in class will have their own napkin, cloth napkin to be exact. And for daily participation points, they will have to execute all 12 of these napkin folds. If you are absent that day or you are full online, instead of having you watch the same video as we do in class, we're going to have you do a little bit of research. We are going to send you on a mission and find something that could represent a square cloth in your house. Some of you might have cloth napkins at home. Others of you might have to use something like a dish towel, or like a handkerchief or something like that. So use what you have at home, some sort of fabric piece that would resemble a napkin. And your job is to YouTube 3 different ways to fold your napkin. You will then send your teacher a photo of your finished 3 napkin folds. So I'm excited to see what you come up with. That's kind of like our one of our outlying assignments for the week. After that, on day 2, we get into talking about yeast spreads. And on this day, we're going to talk about the difference between different leavening agents, such as baking soda, baking powder, and yeast. Yeast is going to be our leavening agent of choice this week to make the very famous and delicious cinnamon roll recipe. On this day, I'm going to do a demonstration for in class of how to make the dough. And maybe if you are a full online student, you want to take time to be working on your full online student checklist, which of course, let's kind of recap through this. Includes probably today your brainstorm sheet. Are you going to be making along cinnamon rolls with us, or are you going to be thinking of other yeast spread recipes you could make, or maybe even a quick bread recipe, something else that would kind of be hopefully a little bit similar? Brainstorm what you want to make. Make sure that you are emailing that brainstorm sheet off to your teacher at the beginning of the week. As well, reviewing daily slides, and of course, taking that Google form for attendance each day as well. This week with our cinnamon roll recipe, it is actually a unique one because it is a cinnamon roll recipe that makes just a batch for 2. So it's kind of like a small batch. So maybe you do want to cook these cinnamon rolls along with us that week. Check out the recipe that is linked right here for more details. On this day, we are also making our cream cheese frosting and our cinnamon roll filling, just a way to mise en place, get the week going a little bit. Day 3, Wednesday, March 31st, we are going to be creating our dough. So groups will be partnered up. They'll be making their dough. If you missed lab this day, make sure that you were filling out that distant makeup lab form. Otherwise, full distance people, maybe a lot of times yeast spreads need to be made over like overnight or over a day or even 2 sometimes. So maybe you've started your recipe and you're just kind of waiting for your yeast to work. And then day 4, which is Thursday, April 1st. How can I resist an April Fool's? So what we are going to be doing this week is they are going to then be rolling out their cinnamon roll dough like you see in the photo, filling it with the filling, rolling them up. But then here's the kicker about this week. They are going to be packaging them, the people in school, and actually taking them home and baking them at home. We have a 4-day weekend on our horizon. So part of our obligation for that 4-day weekend, this is some really tough homework, is people in school are going to be baking these cinnamon rolls at home and snapping a picture of their finished product. But if you are a full at-home person, you are just, trucking your way through your sheet. You've been doing daily check-ins. You've watched our video by now. You've reviewed the daily agenda slides. You've emailed that brainstorm sheet. You've done your distance learning sheet and communicated with me via email if you have any questions. So that is next week in a nutshell and should send us off into a 4-day weekend. So hope you guys have a great week, and we will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.